About 4.5 years ago, I fell in love. And I say fell in love purposefully because I fell. Like, it really wasn't on purpose. Because honest to God, when I hit this girl up in her DMs, my intention was to make friends because I just wanted more friends. And I truly mean that. But then I'd spend a day with her, and then that led to the next, and the day after that. And before I knew it, I was locked in a short period of time. Before I even knew it, she became like everything that I live for. You know, like her goals became our goals, and I lived my life through her. This isn't me coming onto a camera giving some sort of incel think piece about how women are evil and she broke my heart and this, that, and the third. But we'll just make a long story short and say I fumbled. And once that relationship had fallen apart, naturally, so did I shortly afterwards. I had cut just about everybody off and went ghost on just about everybody in my life. I couldn't sleep in my own bedroom for probably a month or so because just being in there and possibly seeing anything that reminded me of her would just throw me over the fucking deep end. I would have panic attacks when I would go out in the public just off of the sheer thought that I may possibly see her, let alone see her at a place that we might have frequented in the past. And naturally, if you looked at the title up to this point, I wasn't eating and I wasn't even drinking. And before I knew it, based off of living my life this way, I ended up weighing 98 pounds. I was weak in mind, body, and spirit. And my goal here is to share with you what worked best for me as far as getting out of that rut and escaping all the grief that I was so deeply buried in. For starters, if you have a good support system, or, you know, like good friends or family that'll be there for you in times like these, then that's great. Shit didn't work for me though. Not that I don't have great friends and family in real life, because like I really do. I genuinely do, and I love them very much. But I'm not gonna fucking listen when I'm hurting. So if you have a similar mindset to me in that instance, then I think this is gonna be the advice that you need to hear. And being by myself, taking it to the chin, and just accepting the way things were up to that point is how I got to where I am now, essentially. A lot of people take the approach of, oh, delete your old pictures, burn her belongings, block her on all sorts of social media. I don't do that shit. Because yes, you can separate yourself from the situation once you're on your own and you're just like on your phone and stuff. But when you step out of that door, there is still a chance that you're going to see that person, because that person didn't just stop existing. And now that you're by yourself and you don't have all these outside voices in your ear, you can listen to yourself, because that's more often than not what the problem is in these instances. There's two things that I always say, period, as far as just life goes. We have a light side and a dark side that both reside in us, and they both influence the decisions and stuff that we make on a day-to-day basis. And the other thing is that the two strongest emotions that we have are love and fear. So more often than not, it was either the love for yourself or the fear that you have in others that may have caused you or your ex to do something that you may not have liked and got you into the position that you're in now. And so often we get into bad situations because we don't let our light side and our dark side talk to each other. So if you feel like you made a mistake in your past relationship, the best thing to do is just heal from it and let your light side and dark side just talk to each other. Because a lot of times when we do something bad or we feel like we made a mistake, we feel like we've acted out of character. But in actuality, you may just not even know who your character was in this story. Asking yourself, why did I make these poor decisions? Why did I let my judgment be clouded? This is where the real healing begins. Because I'm just saying, for me, when I did that, that's when I was able to get a full meal down again, which is kind of important for like living and stuff. But that's about it. That's just what it is. If you feel like you've made a mistake or you have some sort of regrets for yourself, let it be a life lesson and not a life sentence. You don't have to live in that pain forever. On Mondays on the channel, we're doing good things for the mind and body and whatnot, doing some self-help, self-care, self-improvement, all that stuff. So if you're into all that, then come back, subscribe. We do a lot of other things on the channel too, because I can't really pick a direction. So yeah. That's it though. I have a ton of editing to do. I just recorded a lot. So like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Outro.
Two things I ain't ever seen. A nigga that beat a gun and bitch I need.